on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT, and now it looks like it's time to make another Total Drama Revenge of the Island Livery fan art design on Gran Turismo Sport. So, looks like time to bring out the Ford Mustang Gr.3 to be able to get ready, and then this is going to be quite excellent to be able to become a one good sporting race car to be able to get started for. Now, looks like this is definitely quite excellent to be able, as mentioned. Now, looks like I might be able to choose in the K1 aluminum metallic, so this is going to be an excellent good color choice that might be able to get started. So looks like this will be able to have good design, and then this will be able to have the car number 14 to be able to get started. So for today's Total Drama fan art designs I'm going to make, so it looks like it's definitely determined a boy or girl type of athlete board. So looks like, yeah, looks like Joe's the answer to be able to get started for it. She's the Take No Prisoners Jacket. And then this is going to be quite excellent to be able to get ready to be able to do this for one competition to get started. Joe is one looking for friendship, but she's not the person to run to. She is a competitive to an enormous extent, strategic, and overall has a harsh personality that is difficult to break through. Joe believes that she is the strongest competitor and most deserving of the $1 million prize. She will turn anything to a competition, from breakfast to recovering from an unexpected event. She will even not hesitate to sacrifice the life of another if she deems necessary. She is power hungry and lust for control. She will fiercely fight for the position of the team leader if she has to. She also views herself as being better than others. So looks like this is going to be quite prepared to be able to get ready for it. Now looks like this is going to be quite an excellent to be able to make a good design, to be able to have something very competitive and very challenging to be able to have a good sporting opportunity for. Now, maybe this is going to be excellent to be able to have a good position to be putting on for. Now, looks like at the putting on this pattern decal will be quite very recommended to be able to have a good choice to be able to like to put on for it. Maybe the gray might be good. So looks like this is going to be able to have something to give an extra piece on it. Just gonna have something to put on black, and then this is going to be quite extended to be able to get a good design to be able to turn out to be quite very cool and very competitive, that might be able to get everything suited for one good competition. Now looks like this is going to be able to have a good replica design on it, so maybe this will be able to have a single stripe to be able to have everything extended to be quite good expandable for it. Now maybe this one should do. Just gonna have this one, and then I really guess that this is going to be able to have a good black color, so this is going to be quite excellent. Now, looks like this is a good stripe that might be able to get putting on for it. Just going to have everything needs to be able to put on the roof to be able to get started for it. Now, maybe this is going to be quite good to be able to have the shape again for it. So this is definitely the best tool method to be able to get stretched up and to be able to get a good design to be put on for it. Now, looks like this is going to be quite good. There you go. That might be the good position to be able to get a good white stretch on for it. Now, looks like this is going to be quite very excellent. Just going to change up the color. And then this is going to be quite very good, extraordinary to be able to have everything to size up to do a little bit management. I really guess that this is going to be a good stripe position, so maybe let's go and extend the angle and depth limit up, and then this will be, might need to have small stripes to be able to duplicate. There you go, just stretch it in, and then this will be quite very easy to be able to get a good same spot as this one for it. Put it in on reverse, and then this is going to be quite excellent. That was a very good single stripe. Also has everything needed for it. Now, maybe this is going to be quite very good to be able to have something for it. Making this good total drama design mixed with a super cool Mustang design that Will might be able to have for it. But I really guess that this is going to be quite very cool to be able to have for it. Now, maybe this will be able to have the rim style to be able to set up for it. Just gonna have something very cool, and maybe this is gonna be quite excellent to be able to have a liquid metallic, so that might be quite very excellent to see it. Now, maybe the tire sticker might be able to have something for it. Have the Falcon tires, so this is gonna get worked up for it. So maybe this is gonna be able to have the small Livery design decal pattern on it, so maybe this is going to be almost a exact replica of the original Livery design on the Ford Mustang Gr.3. Now let's get to work and let's get started to be able to get everything set. Now maybe this is going to be able to have this one for it. It's going to be able to have on Ford, and then this is going to be quite excellent to be able to put on the Total Drama logo, might giving the good spot for it. Now, maybe this is going to be quite very dismissive for it. Well, sometimes that, well, maybe Lightning knows that he just always says, "What girl?" Kind of like a little joke that he just confuses for it. Now, maybe this is going to be quite giving a good spot, and then this will be able to have a relocation for this position spot for it. Now, this is going to be good, and then this is going to be quite giving a good spot on it, so that might be quite very excellent to see the good look for any other Ford fans to be able to take a good look at this awesome looking Mustang to be able to get ready to race. Now maybe let's go and putting on the Gran Turismo logo. Would like to be able to get a good spot to be able to get going for it. So looks like this is going to be able to have available spots for it. Now, maybe something else very competitive and sport looking type for it. Now, I really guess that this is going to be quite an excellent to be able to get ready to be able to do one good sport competition to be able to get ready for it. So actually, motorsports is definitely the competition that will be able to have a good race on it. Now, maybe let's go and have this to be able to put on Elite Thunder. But maybe this is going to be able to have on the other section, so that don't forget for recommends. Okay, here we go, just going to get putting in, and then this will be able to have a good spot right over here. Now this is going to be quite good for a spot to be able to place it here for it. Now looks like this is going to be able to have a short decal on the others, so that'll be able to get prepared up for it. Now looks like gonna have to do aftermarket, and maybe this is gonna be good to be able to grab the Ford Racing logo that might need for it. So I might be able to take a good look to see on the aftermarket is definitely able to use for it. Now let's go check on the collection. Just going in. Alright, so maybe the Ford Performance might give it a good choice to be able to go on for it. Change up the color, and then this is going to be quite excellent to be able to have a spot number 2. Duplicate here, and then this is going to be quite all good. Now, maybe this is going to be good to be able to have a Simpson logo brand to be able to put on for it. That will be able to put it right here. Starting out to be able to have the GT Association logo, that might be able to get an extra on it. Now let's go and give something for a good spot management for it. Media goes in by deepening to art as well. So I hope that this is going to be able to have part 1 of making some 2 Gr.3 Ford liveries. So right now the Mustang on Joe, and then next up is Lightning. So I really guess that this is going to be excellent to be able to have a good two-part design to be able to get settled for it. Now, looks like the G.R.3 logo is now going in place for it. And now, looks like this is going to be able to have the Total Drama logo. We'll be able to place it right here on the far rear. So that will be quite excellent to be able to put on the extra one for it. Now, going in to take YouTube logo will be right over here. But always has to make sure, because I might be able to have some outer decal shapes, so this is going to be able to have everything understands, because Joe's a girl and that's how that she always competes for it. So maybe let's just give something for a better pink design, so this will might get understand for it. Alright, so maybe this will angle up to be able to a little bit more work to be able to get well perfection. And then, well, I might say that this is going to be able to have a letter symbols to be able to get everything needed for it. Well, if so, maybe this will be able to have this full livery design on update. If I could probably make another version of it, but same color designs will be able to be remain, so different decal could always be fine. Now, maybe something else to have something on the fictional logo, so maybe sporting goods might be the good call for it. Just gonna go and grab the Webster, and then this is gonna be quite excellent to be able to have a good decal on it. So giving some sporting goods like any sports stuff, so that will be able to get everything competitive to do some one good exercise of a lifetime. Now, maybe the Falcon logo is definitely added in for it, so that will be able to get a good extra on it. Now, looks like this is going to be quite very good, so let's go and have everything horizontally and duplicate, and then this will be able to do the front. And also the stripes on the rooftop, that will be quite kept in as well as the main checkpoint on it. Alright, almost there. So maybe this is going to be able to have something in for it. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Putting up Total Drama All-Stars is definitely the second that she's in to compete. That might be a little bit guess to be don't forget. Now, I'll make sure I'll be able to duplicate the rest on the other side, and then this is going to be able to have a little bit more, and maybe this will be able to have a good relocation spot on it on the Webster Sporting Goods. So this is going to be quite good for it. Alright, now let's just go and grab the TDAS logo, and this is going to be where it's at. Now this is going to be a one good for performance livery design to be able to get in for it. Now let's duplicate here, and then looks like the sides are done. Now maybe let's do the front first, and then this will be able to have some purchase items that we might need to be able to get helpful on it. But now looks like maybe this is going to be able to have the arrow to be able to get a good mark on it. Just have it here, and then maybe a car brand would like to be able to get a good spot on it. Just gonna have to choose the Mustang letter, so yep, I guess that might be the spot. Alright, change up the color, and then this will be quite very good to be able to have a one good muscle race car to be able to get ready. And also the Falcon logo will be able to put it there. So this will be able to have a good different spot for it. Then same goes as before. But this might need to be able to have a good sporting athletic event to be able to get ready for it. Now maybe some certain race series that might give it a good work on it. So I really guess that this is going to be able to have a fine to be able to get a good decal to choose. Well, unfortunately, maybe this is going to be able to have a cover girl first, and then, well, I really guess that this is going to be very different, and this will have to give it a try. Alright, so looks like might be able to have another tow arrow to be able to put it there. Then this will have to have this arrow right here. And now it'll be able to have something to check on for it. Maybe it looks like very sporty for it. Okay, so maybe this is going to be quite good to be able to have a WEC logo, so that would be quite good to be able to have a good logo for the World Endurance Championship. Okay, now going in and have this on Deepen It to Art as well. And wait, maybe a little check, so this is going to be able to have a good irreplaceable position on it. So maybe I won't forget. Now, maybe, let's see, just gonna have one more logo, and then maybe this is gonna be quite excellent. Okay, so maybe the RI definitely might give a good choice. So, looks like this is gonna be an excellent spot. So, looks like finishing up the layer, and then looks like the rear is done. Now, for the hood, because this is going to be quite excellent to be able to putting on 2 Total Drama logos that Joe competes in for it. I really guess that Revenge of the Island logo could be starting here on the front a bit, and then followed by the All-Stars second. Now, this is going to be excellent for one good racing machine to be able to get prepared for it. So I might be enjoying making some good Total Drama fan art designs. Boo might be quite getting a good easy start for it. Now, let's putting on YouTube will be the last, and then this is going to be well done for it. Now, probably that this will be able to have a little color change on it, so maybe let's go and have something for a good side mirror view to be able to get a good one half made color that might be giving a good work on it. And also this might needed to be grayed as well, because this won't forget. Alright, excellent work. Now this will always has a K3 matte metallic, so that might give a little bit better to be able to take a good reminder tip to be able to choose something better. Now, going for a little color picker might give a little bit helpful for it. Now, this will be able to have a good color spot right here, and then this is going to be quite good what it's supposed to be. Now, looks like going back in, and then this will be able to have the rear wing part to be able to need for it. Okay, stretch it up, change it up, and then this will be good. Now, looks like this is going to be able to have a different kinds of TD logos would like to be able to wait very soon. So I might be able to have something that might give a good work on it. Well, maybe perhaps a GT logo would like to be able to have everything put on board. So let's go with the GT Sport title, and then this is going to be quite excellent to be able to put on board. But eventually, maybe let's replace it to have something very different. Okay, decreasing depth limit and angle limit, and then put it right over here. And then same things goes, because this will be able to have something very good title to be able to put on board. But almost a little forgotten to be able to have something for it. Almost always better had to put Cartoon Network logo and Teletoon on it, so this will make sure, because this is definitely also to be reminded for it. Okay, so it looks like this is all done. Now, this is going to be able to have a 2-color type, and this will make sure, because this is going to be quite excellent. So let's have this for a Total Drama Revenge of the Island design. Joe is definitely quite good to go, and now it's time to be ready for one tough competition racing to get started for. So eventually Joe also appears in Revenge of the Island and All-Stars. So maybe let's go over to a little breakdown storyline about her for it. Joe makes her debut in the first episode in Bigger, Badder, Brutaler, along with the rest of the second generation cast. She is the first second gen contestant ever introduced, being introduced along with Scott. Reverse lines are telling Scott to stay out of her way, and looks like Scott responds to her, right back at ya. After Chris blows up the yacht, Joe fights her way to the shore. She appears to have reached first and begins to cheer herself. However, to her surprise, Dawn arrives before she does, leading Joe to wonder how did she get there for it. That too without getting wet. She is actually the first contestant to complete the first challenge in reaching the forest, and Chris placed her in the mutant maggots, so really guess that she also deserves to be the team captain of the maggot sport. Now, looks like it's time to get ready for a race, and then this will also have to be prepared to get something to get started for. Now, looks like something else might be able to have everything to get ready, so cannot race on Route X, so maybe this is going to be excellent to be able to race on in Northern Iso Speedway. So looks like this is going to be quite excellent to be able to get ready. So it's been a while for racing on the short oval track because everybody still loves it, and then they just really wants to race it again because they really want to deserve a lot of good chances to be able to go inside passes to win. For her reward, she wins a trampoline for her team when the challenge begins. She attempts to use the trampoline to win the challenge, but fails and lands in the water due to her failure. Cameron calculates how Joe should jump and balances the equation according to her weight and height. When Amaria uses it instead, Joe kicks the trampoline away to stop her from bouncing around repeatedly for it. Due to her efforts, she and her team win the first challenge of the season. In Truth or Laser Shark, Joe and Brick are seen on a morning run at first. They are separated, but soon they crash into each other as the mutant squirrel watches carefully while eating a chocolate bar, and laughs when they crash into each other. Her competitive side shows when she and Brick compete over who has the harder morning drill. So, it's always every time to be able to go out and have a little morning exercise, so this might be able to keep active to be able to have a good healthy life for it. Joe tells Brick that she just compete over her morning 5-kilometer run, and Brick replies that he did an 8-kilometer run. Looks like this is going to be quite excellent to see who gets the most kilometer runs to be able to go for a full sprint. So, when her and the mutant maggots are ready to have them, they are going to be the ones to carry the team to victory, judging how they won the challenge for their team in the previous episode. Well, in the confessional, Jo reveals that she is going to carry her team to victory, and she is only being so nice so that aptly named lump of cadet meat will be loyal to her. She says, but when the time comes and snaps a twig, resulting her in getting a splinter. As Jo walks to the side of the challenge with Cameron, the latter tells her that he hopes that this challenge is more academic. Jo also replies by saying that you do, while calling him a toothpick. So this definitely shows some of the competing in mad skills in the obstacle course challenge when carrying a maggot. So, well, maybe this is going to be quite good to be able to get ready for a race. So maybe this is going to be quite excellent to be able to get started. So this is going to be quite good to be able to get ready to race on maybe, well, I really guess that this will be quite very tougher to be able to get ready to race to take on 70 laps. But this is going to be taking much longer, but maybe this is going to be quite excellent to be able to get ready for a one-top competition race. But of course, having this livery design means having more laps, like having an endurance race, is going to be quite tougher to be prepared. So, as for reminders, because this will also might need to have tire and fuel consumption that might need to recommend for. So I hope that this is going to be one excellent race to be able to get started. Also, the penalties might need to turn on, because that's a don't forget. Whew. Alright, let's go and get started. So maybe this will be able to make sure, because before entering the race, car settings will also recommend to be able to get prepared. But now, looks like this is going to be quite excellent to be able to get ready for one simple daytime racetrack to be able to get everything ready to do a one good high-speed challenge. So, looks like this will be able to make sure to save this clip for it. Alright, now maybe for a recommend to be able to get everything started. So the racing hard tires is definitely might need it to be able to extend it longer to be able to get tire depleted. And then maybe this might need to have a little tune-up adjustment, so this will also have to speed up faster, and also the weight reduction ratio will be needed as well. So looks like this is going to be quite prepared to be able to get ready for one strong race. And then looks like this is going to be quite excellent to be able to get a good look on the starting grid. Okay, everything's good, and looks like two BMW M6 are about to race, and then it looks like the McLaren F1 GTR race car is definitely giving a little absent time for a break. So, looks like this is going to be the usual. Then let's race. Then this is going to be quite excellent to be able to get a good 70-lap challenge. But this might need to be prepared for one good competition. Now, looks like this is going to be quite good to be able to have one good short speedway track, because this is going to be quite everything ready for one awesome race. Now, looks like this is going to be going well for it. Just going to have to take a little bit of time to be able to get a good acceleration, to be able to get some inside turns on it. View overtakes means having a little chances to be able to get a good look on the blue flag to be able to call in for it. But pretty difficult to be able to get a good clean race bonus done for it, because this is going to be quite very competitive to be able to get ready for it. Now, looks like this is going to be going excellent to be able to get a good acceleration to keep the throttle up hold for it. This will also to get a good endurance performance that will also to get a good grip handling on it. Now, looks like other Group 3 cars are still going on to catch up to the two BMW M6. Pretty strong and pretty easy usual. But this might be able to get a good opportunity to be able to race stronger to win for it. Just race around onto the track, and then this will be able to get a good chances to be able to take on 70 laps on Northern Idaho Speedway. Well, I hope that this is going to be able to have one good short segment race to be able to get prepared for it. So, looks like this is going to be quite prepared to be able to have a good simple endurance race for only a replay to be able to come up for it. So this will also be stopped at a little bit time for it until the notification bell birdie comes up for it. Now, looks like going in. Well, nothing else to understand that this Oldham livery isn't a guy, because this is a girl livery was definitely quite very unexpected to see it for it. Because this might be able to understand it to depend which type of gender is it. Now, looks like going in to take on the 3-second gap might be able to go on for it. Keep going on for it, and then this will be able to have using the inside turns to be able to get a good acceleration throttle on it. A 2-second gap coming closer for it. Only 60 laps to go, but this is going to be quite very inevitable to be able to get a good chance to be able to get one athletic Group 3 race car to be able to get a good strong performance. Would like to take the challenge. Blue flag calls in on the line, and then this is where the overtake pass happens for it. Always going to make sure to be able to keep on the blue light symbol to be able to call in for it. Last place car means first place drivers can go and pass the last place cars to be able to get everything ongoing. Born competitive, born stronger, and then born to be able to get a great athletic run to be able to get a good performance for it. Now, going in for a 2-second gap remains, and then still struggles to keep going on for it, because the whole crowd is really enjoying for one awesome race. This is going to be quite a very good thing, that having a speed race would be quite very good to do it. Now, looks like going in on the next lap, and then this will keep going. There's the rest of the Group 3 cars, followed by two BMW M6s, is definitely able to keep up on the struggle passes for it, because this is going to get a little bit closer to be able to have plenty of more cars to be on the overtake run. Because this is the racing arena of all competition race cars to be able to get a good chance to see who gets the winner spot, and the others might be able to continue on for the challenge. Now, looks like 2-second gap going in far remains, and then this is going to be quite very inevitable to be able to get a few passes on. Because this is the contest for Group 3 race cars to see who gets the most overtakes and challenges and most fastest laps that will be able to take a good winning spot to be able to go on for. Okay, looks like two BMW M6 overtakes. Then, looks like the first place driver is definitely keep going on the struggle passes for it. This means that this is going to be quite very interesting, folks. Passes on G5 Citroen G3 race car. Then, looks like keeps on going for having one short race to be able to get a good fast run for it. 5 minutes since the race began, and then this is going to be quite getting a good short run to be able to get a few inside passes and outside passes to be able to get some good acceleration speed, get everything concentrated for it. Okay, looks like half the fuel remains and it's still going on faster for it, because this will also have to keep a little bit easy going, and then this will be quite very excellent for having a one extended mileage run for having a good daily workout complete. Because I hope that this is going to be quite amazing for another Group 3 race car challenge show like this for it. But maybe lightning with challenger for it, that would be quite excellent to be able to go. It's amazing. Now, looks like 1.5 second lap, because this is going to be able to get closer on it. Blue flag still going on, and then this is going to be giving the catching signal that will hold to proceed. Many more last place cars are still going behind for it. But luckily, the Volkswagen Beetle is the first place leader, is definitely giving the unstoppable race car to be able to drive fast and quick. Look at that Beetle go. Drive quick and get some good smart handling turns to be able to go from outside to inside. Now, looks like this is going to be one rivalry challenge for having this race. So, looks like this is going to be quite very interesting for us. Now, looks like homing in for taking on a few laps to go, but this is going to get a little bit harder and easier to be able to get everything well focused on for us. Do the outside and then make your way on the inside turn will be quite challenging to be able to get focused on for it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to get a little answer call for it, but the Beetle still never gives up for it, because one of the Volkswagen Group 3 cars is definitely being unstoppable, because the Beetle is the one fast car with no brakes on it, because, well, maybe car brakes would help. So this will be able to give a good handling improvement for to keep it well steady up, get everything needed for it. Now coming back on the 2-second gap, might be able to keep going for it. Now, looks like this is going to be able to get a good time to be able to call in on the pit lane for it. So this will be able to have a little bit short minutes to be able to have many seconds on few laps for it. But this is going to be quite excellent to be quite giving a good tough run to be able to get going for the challenge. Now, looks like Bear has to save up because the remaining lap is definitely able to keep track of it. Only 12.1 remains, because this might be the good time to be able to have all the Group 3 cars to be able to proceed to the pit stop. So this will be able to have good fresh tires and then have some good refuel to be able to get everything needed at the simple time for it. Now, looks like keep everything well focused. Now, still no sign of the Volkswagen Beetle Group 3 around the track, because it's still going on to be able to keep a good distance away from it, because this will also have to give a little bit chances to accelerate to be able to have any Group 3 cars to be able to work hard and then get everything perfection to be driving successful for it. Now, get a good grip, speed it up, and then drive faster on the short straight. And luckily, Beetle Group 3 is making some tire changes onto the pit. Now, this is going to be excellent to be able to get everything needed. So, bring the Mustang Gr.3 into the pit lane, and then let's change the tires into super soft or racing soft tires we'll be able to get recommend for. Okay, pit crew changed up the tires. Now, let's wait until the refuel will be able to get everything fast enough for only a short bit. Alright, the race is still going on. And then, tire replaced with a good one, and now looks like it's refuel. Now, looks like only down for a few laps remain because we're on lap 40, and now this will be able to keep continuous to be able to drive quickly as possible. Now, good thing that the recent stop tires is definitely able to get a good improvement for it. But this is going to be able to have a little bit catching up to do to be able to get a good acceleration throttle on it. But this might need it to be able to get a good chance to race win for it. Now let's see which total distance resource. 42 miles. Okay, still looking good, but this is going to be able to take a little bit longer to be able to extend the mileage to be able to get a good limit over 100 in total. There's the Volkswagen Beetle Group 3 coming out from the pits, and now looks like this is going to be giving one good opening moment to be able to get a good pass in for us. Just get a good grab to be able to keep it careful. Right, make the good opening moment. Now this is very good epic run to be able to get a good pass on the strong Group 3 race car. Now looks like only down for 2 cars left and on the top lead, but this will certainly be able to get a good chance to be able to have a tire change and then refuel at the pit stop. We might need to get a little bit of time to spare. .47 laps. Now looks like this will be able to get closer. We're only 20 laps remain, but 3 more, and then this will be able to give a little bit of time to be able to get a good lap check on it. Okay, one's going in the pits. This is going to get very easy to be able to get a good competitive car to be able to drive better to win for it. This might give the one good excellent performance to be able to get a good efficient. Only 20 laps remaining, and then this is going to be able to keep up the pace to be able to keep on the run for it. So it looks like this will be able to have a good race to be able to be almost at least 25 minutes. So this will be able to keep in track of the clock, because this is going to be able to drive better, be competitive, and then this is going to get very stronger to be able to race hard to win for it. Now, looks like keep straighten up and then do some inside turns will be needed to be able to keep up the run for it. So, looks like excellent to be able to have a racing stop tire. So this will keep an eye out on the left mark to be able to show if the tires are about to be depleted soon for it. So this will have to use it very wisely. Giving a little hard turns means trying to keep it well steady for it. Looks like the M6 walking towards 3 from the Nürburgring 24 hours is definitely making an overtake pass for it. This is going to get a little bit moment to be able to get catched up for it. Looks like the Joe Mustang Gr.3 will be able to challenge this BMW M6 to be able to have an all-out race. Now, looks like this is going to be quite very good to catching up for it. It's going to have to race longer to be able to reach up, so many of the laps will be able to get everything done for. Looks like the M6 definitely makes the inside passes on 4 Group 3 cars, and looks like things about to get really catching up to do to be able to make a little bit chances to do. And looks like the RCF GT327 come out of the pits, and then this will be able to keep up, be able to stay on the inside turn for it. Alright, excellent. Just keep pushing hard for it. This road might need to be able to get a good chance on it. So looks like only down for only 10 laps remaining, but right now currently in lap 59. So looks like this is going to be able to get a good time to be able to go over to the pits and then change up the tires earlier. Now looks like giving a good stop to be able to have refuel for it. Half tires, no gas, because this will keep in track of the lap time. Will also get everything fast enough. 4 seconds on stop duration, and then this is good to go. Then here we go again, and now looks like a good improvement to super soft tires will get everything strong enough to be able to catch up on. Only down for only 9 seconds remain, because this will be able to keep up the throttle, will be able to work up stronger for it. 10 laps to go, and now looks like this will be able to keep up distance to be able to get a good acceleration throttle to work up much stronger. Because this may come far, and this is going to be quite an excellent race to be able to get a good chance for it. But looks like the first place driver is definitely able to keep going for it. But looks like the Joe Mustang is still trying to catch up to be able to get a good opportunity to get everything run up for it. Now, looks like giving a good chance for the TCF0 that might give an extra weight to be able to save the reputation. Only 5 laps remaining, because this will be able to catching up, because this will be able to have to get a little bit time limit, because you only got a minute left to go, because this might need it to be able to get performance. Now looks like giving a little bit more time to be able to get a good time limit to be able to get a good check on for it. So this will be able to have under 20 minutes of racing by taking 70 laps. Will be able to get a good time to be able to get a good challenge to see how fast any Group 3 cars can go. Now looks like only 2 more, and then this is going to be putting on the check flag to see which one's going to be able to spawn to win. One more remain, and looks like this is going to be the finish line for it. Now this is pretty good. Looks like the first place driver takes in the pit stop, and then looks like the Joe Mustang easily be able to get a good chance to be on the final lap. That was amazing to be able to get a spare time to change for it. And looks like competitive racing complete on a short speedway track. And now looks like this is the perfect time to be able to get a good replay time for it. But this is pretty good, excellent 70 lap challenge. So that deserves to be able to be prepared for one good daily workout complete. So right now, this will be able to have 400 mileage points and some good earnings credits, and then this is going to be quite excellent credibility for having a good race for it. Now, maybe let's have a good replay, and then this will be able to continue on for the moment. She insults him, saying that she's surprised that scrawny neck can support his own head, and generally says that his greatest strength are mental. Joe tells him is mental. He thinks he can win without being physical, and tells him, well, know that this hasn't been useful since the first day report. During getting to know me challenge by Chris, by asking him questions about Chris concerning his studying his and on the first day and last day of school. Joe figures out tells Chris to put his team for the prize, helping the team to score the points. When Mike refuses to do the challenge, Joe slaps him back down onto his feet, viewing him as pointy, earning a negative response. So when everyone quits the challenge, Joe grumpily calls quitters. As the new maggots walk to the side of the challenge, Joe once again drops his hammer by implying where his life has been, well, embarrassing him in front of the team. As Rick finishes the man's skills obstacle course, Joe calls him Soggy Man and tells him to hurry up. She has to win against stopping the challenge. When Joe takes the match, immediately hands off. When she gets hit by a cannonball, she uses it to jump and catch up to the toxic rats. He ends up the maggot off the sword to finish. Joe helps the team to win the challenge again. And Ice Baby, the show focuses on Rick and Joe's rivalry again. This time showing the two competing while eating breakfast. They compete over who can finish their food first, which causes Rick to choke on his spoon. Joe punches Rick's throat to dislodge the spoon from his throat and hits Mike by accident, causing him to change into Chester. During the challenge, as the contestants climb Mount Looming Tragedy, Joe gets mad at Mike and Sully as they have a moment. She snaps at them, yelling at them to focus the challenge. Joe then tells Rick that he's going to climb walls. Rick then replies that he also climbed in the Sergeant Boot Camp, and that's dislocated his head while trying to get an obstacle for badge, and trying to show Joe his edge, but this rope is gone as well. As Joe competes with Lightning for who can get to the top, she mocks him by telling him he is going to lose to a girl. Again, Lightning misunderstands, due to thinking Joe is a toy. Later, in order to get Amaria to complete the challenge, she used reverse psychology on her and succeeded. Well, that might be a better way for Joe to make Amaria get promoted for it. Climbs up to the mountain to get her. In the confessional, she says that the good leaders know how to reach the teams to her benefit. When he manages to win for the team by making a rocket couch, goes into her first. In the second part of the challenge, Joe is put in charge of snowballs, so she tells him to do the Svetlana act in order to win the challenge. During the challenge, Joe manipulates Amaria yet again to give the team an edge. Well, that might be quite so to be able to remember as a shield to be able to protect him from snowball sports. But eventually, she throws a hair spray at the team's face, so that might be another way to challenge sports. Well, probably that might be an interesting sport. In Spiner's Reapers, she takes charge of her team again, knowing that she has a plan. The plan turns out to be hiding behind a bush and following the toxic rats who have the lead and follow them to a souvenir. When the team arrive at the tree, Cameron finds out that the souvenir isn't there. Joe decides to send the team's most expendable member and declares Cameron the most expendable. Rick is offered by this statement, that no one on the team is expendable. Well, and hereby he plans to get her authority and yells at Rick, then he grabs Cameron and throws him into a knot hole. The plan succeeds when Cameron finds the first souvenir, and Joe insists on pushing forward and continuing the challenge. Well, that might be for the everything during the rivalry with Rick, for it. In Backstabbers Ahoy, Joe once again taunts Rick, this time with both being on the opposite teams as the previous episode's teams, which As he and Don talk to each other as the latter reads his aura, Joe makes fun of him and then saying that she's whipping her team into shape while mentioning a champion quad wrestler. Apparently, she is making Cameron learn how to do push-ups. Later, she finds out that her teacher was stolen by anonymous keyboards. Well, of course, that it was Scott was definitely stole her whistle. During the free challenge, Joe dives for her team's jet skis, competing against Brick. Due to Zoe stepping on the pump, Joe is unable to get any air while underwater, but later saved by Maria shoves Zoe off the pump. So before the second challenge begins, Joe tries to persuade Zoe to use bring her to the team's event. In the second challenge, she's put in charge of shooting the mutant seagull as she tries to slow down the rats ahead of him. With the mutant seagull, he hits the back of the rat's rather lightly, and he passes out by the venom of the gull. The boat then steers out of control into the speeds of allowing the maggots to catch up. However, due to Don's taking charge of the team and helping them catch up, he shoots another seagull at them. However, the team can't spend funds to continue to extend remains. Well, that might be have a later moment to be able to have a lucky shot for it. Now, despite the style and runway model, in the bathroom along with Anne-Marie and Zoe, when Anne-Marie enters the beer spray again, Joe talks with Zoe. She and Zoe discuss her hair as Anne-Marie mocks Zoe's hair. Joe, meanwhile, not only intended in super perfect manners and mocks them for their interests. So maybe later on that her makeup turns out to be, well, she's being used by Joe to give a one punch out of the Sasquatch and Aqua. It was definitely later after Sasquatch and Aqua captures Lindsay and takes her to the top of the scaffolding on Coney Island. Well, Joe claims that she can relate to this, but quickly covers this up. She decided to make a sacrifice and tells her team to beautify her with makeup. However, she's intended and she does want to be beautiful, even flipping her hair into confessional. The mutant maggots, especially Emily, get busy making Joe look pretty. Well, kind of say that this will also be realistic because Joe punches the Sasquatch and Aqua while was frightened for it. However, when it takes too long, Mike turns into Chester to end the beautification process by just adding a bit of rose. Joe believes she looks beautiful, sets up, and introduces Sasquatch and Aqua and distracts him so that her team can save Lindsay. Joe makes it to the top and makes an attempt at Sasquatch and Aqua, only lapped by Joe becomes angry upon hearing her being mocked and punches Sasquatch and Aqua across the island, winning yet another challenge, and this will only get better for it. So, that's how Joe was the team where Brick was going to be assigned, and then, well, Brick welcomes Joe to his team, and then he grabs his hand and holds him close, saying, "No, welcome to my team," and hurts his hand. And, well, when he begins hearing about how the rats are still in the all-male team, only to get poked by in the eyes by Joe and told to get an eye check for it. Well, okay, well, just had to stay for lunch, of course. Now in the mine, it's a terrible thing to wait when she's the only girl on the toxic grass due to the last episode team switch. Well, there is an awkward moment that exercised the way he was intended. Well, maybe this road also had a different part because he's going to be able to do it before the challenge came forth. So, Joe performed the guide attack with lightning in order to hold off Greg. So, yeah, that's how it went. Now Joe makes an alliance with lightning in order to hold off Greg. Now, in the treasure mine of Dr. McLean, Joe and Lightning are left as a two-person team. Joe is being no nonsense as she usually is. So throws Lightning into the water, and when she finds out that both of them are stranded out on the lake, she jumps off the team's raft and starts pushing the raft. When the giant squid attacks the team, Joe uses the team's signpost to attack it and attempts to save Lightning. While swimming to the shore, they end up coming in second place. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, as the Navy human package arrived first, it forces them to use a penalty belt equipped with a metal detector. Joe's questions how they could possibly move past the detector. They need to find this made of wood. This device that is not supposed to help, as it is a penalty and sets them off. Now, maybe this will mean something else for it. Joe managed to make it to emerge in X-Men Chef Otto. She is happy that the competition has become very contestant for themselves and decided to keep Lightning as her ally. She rejects Cameron's offer of having his main complement Gran, saying that she already has her warning tags when she sees Lightning having trouble counting 10. She starts to reconsider during the pre-challenge. And then, well, this is going to be quite enough to be able to get caught by a couple of laser squirrels. Then, later, Joe and Lightning was caught by Chef Hatchet and then put him on bars because they had to find a way to be able to escape it for it. Well, eventually, they were locked up to be able to diverse the plan to try and escape after Lightning closed the bars. Joe leaves behind the Fang, betraying him. Joe managed to catch up with Cameron who took too long making his art. Joe practically painting out him that this is not a race, not an art contest. Later, her go-kart breaks down and Lightning managed to pass her. Well, I can't believe it that Joe's been overtaken by Lightning with Fang by saying testosterone. Well, that might be a surprising way for it. Later, her elimination and up in the way and the win, Joe decided to take Cameron up on his offer for an alliance from the previous episode. More so forcing him into it rather than doing so out of respect for Cameron and his abilities. Because her alliance with Lightning was solved during the last episode. Joe receives the hot air balloon, so Joe uses Cameron to her advantage in order to know what to do to get her hot balloon working. But even so, I kind of think that the most moment under Cameron that will give a one element of surprise to be able to have something for it. It was like a smoking machine self-destruct that Cameron put on for it. So that one might be able to have something for it. Well, of course, but this might be the smoke machine that Cameron receives as a reward. She's the first to get off the ground and into the air to stop Heather. During the confessional, Joe admits that it's not the way Heather plays, but is unimpressed with her with girly short shorts. Joe begins to attack Joe's aircraft and tries to persuade him to attack Heather. Instead, Heather agrees that Joe targets her by throwing Chris's Jemmy Awards at her. Now, unfortunately, that this might be quite very surprising about this machine that Cameron has something to reward. He had an implanted a bomb to make the smoke machine just in case. When Joe beats him and blows it up and while Joe's possession, the possible for the balloon to catch on fire and plummet into the lake. That folks, that's how Joe got eliminated at the campfire ceremony by consuming toxic marshmallow of blue. Definitely call it the marshmallow of toxic blue. And it looks like Joe goes over to Cameron and points in the back of her, but compliments him on his clever tactics. Stated he learned from the best to her, well, and as she dragged to the throat of shame, and looks like a surprising moment for Lightning. Calls him an idiot and says that he couldn't tell that she was a girl, but surprise, Lightning, Joe was a girl. And now looks like this is going to be quite excellent to be able to have one moment before she takes the hurl of shame. Now, in Toll Drama All-Stars, she returned along with the rest of the contestants. He is not thrilled with having to lose to either finalist, but chooses Lightning over Cameron after Chris threatens to release his fang. So, carried away, that was part in the finale, so looks like this will be able to consider it in the 5th season in TDAS. So she is part of the villainous vultures as a returning contestant from the new season. So maybe that will be quite considered that most other members of the villainous vultures was definitely able to see it for it. Now, maybe this will be able to settle in for it. So, even so, Joe immediately observed himself as the team leader, claiming that he's better than all of them and deserves to be the leader. This puts her in the conflict with Heather, and the two clash multiple times. She also gets into a conflict with Gwen, and even brings up his point for it. Well, unfortunately, that might be quite titled up to give the results to be able to have the info for it. She volunteers to be the pusher of the baby carriages for her team, and she pushes Lightning on the carriage. She makes a deal with him to stay out of each other's way until the merge. The teammates are unable to find the correct key for a long while, rendering her extremely fried as she runs into from the beach. Luckily, Alejandro finds the correct key, much to her relief. In Evil Dread, soldiers are having breakfast. Joe convinces everyone to vote for Lightning as soon as they can. Throughout the episode, Heather and Joe continue to argue over leadership of their team to the point when they begin to get physical. When her team eventually loses the challenge, Joe campaigns to send Lightning home. In Saving Private Leech Ball, Joe and Heather continue to argue whose fault is it that they lost the challenge. So even so, that this is definitely quite very concerned that Joe always does the better leadership for it, so that considers to be able to vote off instead for it. That's how that she tries to be able to keep up for the villainous vultures. So maybe in the final wreck ending, she's in the balloon with the other eliminated contestants, so it float away while the rest of them, because it's revealed that they escape unharmed for it. So maybe that's the rest of it, because that might be quite collected to be able to get everything needed for. So, looks like the daily workout complete, and now, which one is going to be? Another Dodge Viper, and looks like this is going to be quite excellent. Well, maybe it's just already have the black Viper, so yeah, maybe this is going to be good. Now, there are some interactions with everyone, Brick, Cameron, and Lightning. So, looks like this is going to be quite excellent to be able to have some good everything what we need to be able to get ready to be able to make the next whole drama library. But same Ford design, and looks like Ford GT. So right now, looks like this is going to be excellent for a total drama library design with Joe on it on the Ford Mustang Gr.3. So this is definitely a long segment to be able to get everything needed for. So this is going to be quite excellent to be able to get ready for the next total drama fan art design. So looks like I really guess that this is going to be quite excellent for the TD library on Joe. But Lightning is next with a Ford GT LM Spec 2 test car. So this is going to be quite very excited to be able to have two Ford GT3 race cars that might be quite very excellent. So this is going to be able to get ready for the next design to be able to set up for it. So this is going to be quite excellent for some mileage to be quite giving the extended workout time for it. But this will be able to have endurance race, so this might be do it. Well folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race, and I hope you like this library. So thank you for watching. So be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. And don't forget to click the bell for some notification uploads if you want to see more. And also the links in the description down below if you're really interested to see it. So, looks like I'll see you guys next time to continuing on in Gran Turismo Sport. And I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay cool.